5, 4, 3, 2... Stop! Yelled Captain Dom. Is there a problem? I'm going to be in space a long time, aren't I? Affirmative, Captain Dom. Even at super-duper ultrasonic triple light speed, we expect your mission to take 2 years, maybe even more. In that case, I'll need my teddy. I accidentally left him at home. Your teddy? Ground Control couldn't believe what he was hearing. But you're a fully trained astronaut. Don't you know all the best astronauts have teddy bears? And I can't get to sleep without mine. All right, Captain Dom, said Ground Control with a sigh. He picked up the big red phone next to him and dialed a number. Ground Control to Car Control. Can you get someone to drive to Captain Dom's house immediately and pick up his teddy bear? A teddy bear? Asked Car Control. Did I hear correctly? Ground Control sighed again. Affirmative, Car Control. You did indeed hear correctly. I need you to get Captain Dom's teddy. This is a priority 1. Yes, sir. On my way now, sir. At the door, he heard splashing. That's strange, he thought. Matthew crept inside. He blinked once. He blinked twice. His heart skipped a beat at what he saw. Mum! Mum! Matthew yelled, running into the lounge. Why aren't you in the bath? Asked Mum. Because, said Matthew, there's a crocodile in the bath and he wants to eat me up. The sun slowly rose higher. The TRex smiled. It's lunchtime now, he said, drooling. The hadrosaur chewed thoughtfully. I suppose it is. I expect you want to eat me. I sure do, said the T-Rex. He stretched his legs, cracked his claws, and licked his lips. So, time for you to try and run away. Food tastes so much better after you've chased it. I'm not going to run, said the hadrosaur. Why not? Said the T-Rex. I've just eaten. You should always give your food a bit of time to digest. The hadrosaur stretched out on the grass and closed his eyes. There's nothing like the sun on your back after a good snack. You should try it. I've already had a good rest waiting for you to finish eating, said the T-Rex. Daisy Bee took a deep breath. This would be her first time dancing the bee Waggle Dance. There was silence in the hive. All eyes were on Daisy Bee. She raced 10 steps forward and stumbled over her legs. She stepped to the right and then to the left. Or should that be the other way round? Wondered Daisy Bee. She spun clockwise, around and around, getting dizzier and dizzier until she crashed to the floor. Said a worker bee, translating. He scratched his head. Take a swim in the pond, meet a worm on the bridge, and while you tickle a tree, find a hill by the sea. Daisy Bee, your dancing is all wrong, said the Queen. The bee larvae started to stir. They're hungry. We need you to guide us to the field of flowers. Learn to do the Waggle Dance. Mum lowered Lottie into the bath again. Her toes touched the water. She pouted her bottom lip. She scrunched her eyes and... Wah! Ah! Ah! Screamed Lottie. The neighbours slammed their windows closed. Meow! Went the cat. I give up, yelled Tom. I just can't make baths fun. Are you ready? Yes, said Stephen Snuffles. Well, sneeze at the sail, said Captain Jolly, as hard as you jolly well can. Achoo! Stephen Snuffles sneezed. The sails swelled and the yacht picked up speed. It zoomed through the water. They overtook the Australian yacht. They were in second place. Ah! Michael spun around. What's wrong? Dad ran across the garden, pointing at Michael's muddy shoes and clothes. Sorry, said Michael, but I have to find food for Wilbur. Ah! Screamed Dad again, when he noticed the petals in Michael's hands. Don't pick the roses. But Wilbur needs food, and he only eats red plants, said Michael. You wouldn't believe how happy he was when he saw the roses. Wilbur lifted his head and gave Dad a little nodding bob. Dad gave him a small smile. He's got good taste, your caterpillar. He ruffled Michael's hair. Help me in the garden, and I'll cut some roses for Wilbur.